presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Michigan Legacy Credit Union. Building, preserving, sharing your legacy. And Snefcamp Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Serving Metro Detroit since 1926.
Hey y'all, the spring sports season is now in full swing across the state, and this is the only show in Michigan dedicated to high school sports. We are state champs, and we're presented by Lawrence Tech. I'm Jenna Skalski.
Like you, we are adjusting to get back to the great outdoors, but our camera crews were very busy this week. We've got action in baseball, softball, girls soccer, boys and girls lacrosse, and track and field. I'm Lauren Plant, and where else are you going to get this kind of coverage? Nowhere.
You can vote in our Total Softball Player of the Year race at statechampsnetwork.com. Well over 4,500 votes have been cast just in the first week.
I know, it's crazy. Our main event features two of the most storied girls lacrosse programs in the state, Rockford and East Grand Rapids. Highlights of that showdown coming up a little later.
We've got a great half hour ahead. Let's get to it.
We begin in baseball. Grosse Pointe South, the defending Division I state champs for the first time in 17 years. On the road to take on the Warriors from Birmingham Brother Rice. Right now, both teams ranked in the top 10 to start the year. Grosse Pointe South actually ranked 10th. Early going, runner on second. Senior Drew McEnone pokes it to right center, drops in for the base hit. Brady McCarron comes around to score. Blue Devils take a 1-0 lead. Brother Rice, actually the preseason #1 team in the state. Bottom one, the senior Jack Orlowski, the bomb to the wall. That's a double. Josh Anschutz hustles home to tie the game at 1. Then, sophomore John Locker going the opposite way. Sterling Hallman scores, and the Warriors led 3-1 after 1. To the fourth, South trailing 4-1. The senior Thomas Mellos, the deep drive, and it is long gone. Blue Devils cut into the deficit. But the Warriors answered. Legs on the corners. The senior Hallman, the base knock, and shoots to the plate. Rice back up 3. Later, sophomore Will Shannon, the single. Hallman and Cameron Terrell homebound. 4-run inning for the Warriors. Brother Rice beats Grosse Pointe South 8-2 the final. We stay on the diamond for softball. Millington on the road to take on Saginaw Swan Valley in a Tri-Valley Conference clash. 3-0 Millington playing this year with a purpose. We start here in the first. Bases loaded. Maddie Hahn, the slicing fly to right, drops in. Maddie Olds and Sydney Bishop score. Cardinals up 3-0. Millington returns a Total Softball Player of the Year candidate on the mound. The senior Gabby Sherman. The Kent State recruit gets Mallory Urick for excessive window shopping. Then Logan Kaiser, she gone. Jump ahead to the fourth. Millington threatening with a pair on. Sherman helping her cause at the dish. Shot past the diving right fielder, drives in Darian Roberts and Leah Denome. Cardinal lead at 5. 6th inning now. Millington still mashing. Bishop with the deep drive to the wall. Denome is home. Cards up a 7 spot. But the headline out of this game, the pitching performance of Sherman. Vanquishing Vikings left and right. 13 strikeouts and a perfect game on the line here. Maggie Teal flies out to Denome. The first perfecta in Sherman's career. Millington shuts out Saginaw Swan Valley 7-0.
I'm Kevin Trozinski. To the track we go in Ann Arbor, and this meet featured one of the fastest runners in the nation, Pioneer's Nick Foster. Bedford made the quick trip up US 23, and we start with the 3,200-meter relay in both boys and girls. The first lap has Bedford boys in the lead, with Pioneer just behind the leading kicking mules. The Lady Pioneers out in front on their first lap, increasing their lead. The boys from Pioneer took over the lead, and the anchor Nick Foster with the exchange, and they have a 6-second advantage over second-place Bedford. In the end, Nick Foster's team crushed the competition with the time of 8 minutes 32 seconds. The Lady Pioneers finished in first with a time of 9 minutes 56 seconds. Now to the girls' 100-meter dash. Alina Garrett busts herself out of the block, and the speed she carries down the straight good enough for the win, finishing in first at 14.26 seconds. The boys 100 was a close one. 4 Pioneers out in front. Samson Dabney would get the W. To the slow-mo cam for the finish. Dabney's time at 12.43 seconds stands out, but second, third, and fourth were separated by 1/100th of a second. Pioneers' Nick Foster set for the 1600-meter run, and they're off. In the end, it would be Nick Foster blowing away the competition. Finishing time 4 minutes 25 seconds. The fastest man on the track is the DAC Male Athlete of the Year nominee. Pioneer takes the meet over Bedford.
I'm Jenna Skelski, and we go to girls soccer in the mid-Michigan area. The two-time defending Division III state champs, Flint Powers, went on the road to take on the Raiders from Flushing. And we picked things up just 5 minutes in. Powers goalkeeper Natalie Dietering boots it out of her own box, past midfield to a streaking Kennedy Myers, and the senior picks the corner for the goal to give the Chargers a 1-0 lead. Just over a few minutes in the second half, Powers on the attack. Ava Stravato with the perfect centering pass to Myers for her second goal of the game. It was now 2-0 Chargers. And they would add another one. It would be Amato and Myers hooking up for this one. Amato gets through traffic and feeds it to Myers, who nets in her third goal on the game. As Flint Powers goes on to win their first game of the season by shutting out Flushing 3-0 the final.
The State Champs Esports Michigan League of Legends high school season continues to move along at lightning speed. We are 2 months in, and the postseason is set to begin later this month. 1 month from now, we will determine our top 16 teams who will gather here at Lawrence Technological University for the 3rd annual State Champs Esports Tournament. Follow all the action on our website, statechampsesports.net. We are shoutcasting matches on Twitch and providing weekly updates on everything happening in league play. Watch it on our State Champs Esports YouTube channel or on Twitter, Facebook, and IGTV. Next week, we have a special esports TV show surrounding the surge of excitement surrounding esports here and around the world. So while State Champs High School Sports Show is taking a spring break, State Champs Esports is taking over. That's next week, Sunday, April 21st at 9 a.m. on Fox Sports Detroit. More highlights and an update in our Total Softball Player of the Year race is next.
I've always been really good at math and science, and I knew I wanted to work in healthcare, but not as a doctor. So I chose Lawrence Tech's biomedical engineering program. I've pushed myself to take internships, like this one, at a hospital in an orthopedic research lab. Thanks to Lawrence Tech's unique, hands-on style of education, I'm graduating with a published research paper and a job. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
I love working for Stryker.
I'm genuinely excited to come to work every day.
We support each other and look out for each other.
I love Stryker because we are like a family.
At Stryker, I own my career.
There are so many different places Stryker can take me in the next 5 years.
Together with our
customers,
we are driven
to make
healthcare better.
Great people with a strong mission and values can accomplish great things together.
It's hard for young people to get financed, and Michigan Legacy helped me get my first auto loan. For that, I'm forever grateful, and I love this credit union.
At Michigan Legacy Credit Union, students are eligible to get a car loan without a cosigner. We are offering car loans to members who are 18 years or older and have not established credit yet. If you have a job, Michigan Legacy Credit Union can provide a car loan you can afford, allowing you to make your first big purchase. Go to MichiganLegacyCU.org to learn more. Start your financial future with Michigan Legacy Credit Union.
Today we'd like to talk to you about the MHSA Student Advisory Council. The Student Advisory Council is a group of 16 student athletes from MHSA member schools which meets throughout the year and acts as the voice of Michigan's student athletes. In addition to serving as a sounding board for the MHSA Staff and Representative Council, Student Advisory Council members assist in the planning and execution of student leadership events such as captain's clinics, sportsmanship summits, and the Battle of the Fans. Council members have helped develop leadership training materials and videos which have been used nationally, and work with Michigan State University's Institute for the Study of Youth Sports on issues impacting high school sports. They also assist with trophy and medal presentations at MHSA tournaments, sometimes after actually playing in a championship game. For more information, visit MHSAA.com.
We were at Madison Heights Bishop Foley for a Catholic League matchup between the Ventures and the top-ranked team in Division III, the Knights of Grosse Pointe University Liggett. We pick things up in the top of the second inning. Scoreless game, but the Knights hoping to change that with the bases loaded. Foley's senior pitcher Nick Soler gets Liggett senior Billy Kopicki to go down swinging, but the low pitch gets away from catcher John Stickney, who hustles on the ball and tags home for the force out to end the threat. Top of 4 now with a runner on first and junior Nick Post in scoring position for the Knights. Freshman Matt Green up to bat, and he lays down a nice sac bunt to score Post for the first run of the game. Liggett up 1-0 halfway through the game. Up to the 5th. Score now 3-0 after the Ventures walked in 2 runs. Sophomore pitcher Adam Dixon came in to relieve with the bases juiced. He would get Green to strike out to help his team out of a tight jam. Final inning, and Liggett's senior captain Alec Azar was looking to close out an impressive game on the mound. Soler up to bat with the final chance for Foley. He hits a rocket to shortstop Kopicki, who makes the long throw to first to end the game as University of Liggett takes down Bishop Foley 3-0, the final score from Madison Heights. We stayed on the diamond for some more softball as Flat Rock went on the road to take on the Trojans from Monroe. It was the first game of the season for Monroe, and they were threatening in the bottom of the 3rd with the bases loaded. But Flat Rock Junior pitcher Sarah Kopp would get Caleb Peters to strike out swinging to end the threat, and the game was scoreless after 3 innings of play. And in the top half of the 6th, Flat Rock would have the bases juiced with 2 outs. Riley Osentowski would blast it all the way back to the wall in left center, scoring Jenna Blevins and Kayla Giroux. The Rams take a 2-0 lead. Monroe would come right back in the bottom of the inning. It's Kayla Peters going the opposite way to right center. She would hustle all the way to 3rd for the triple, and the Trojans were once again threatening. The next batter would be Samantha Spicer, and she would send it to right center as well for the base hit scoring Peters. Monroe down 2-1 as we went into the final inning. The Trojans would have the tying run on at second with 2 outs in the 7th. But Kopp would get Callie Troughton to fly out to end the game as Flat Rock hangs on to beat Monroe 2-1, the final score.
Hey everybody, it's time for another update in our Total Softball Player of the Year race. Donnie Dreher from Total Softball is here. I'll tell you what, every year it seems like this award is getting bigger and bigger, and we're going to talk about it extensively online, whether it's our website, Facebook, Twitter, IGTV, YouTube channel. We have created a watch list. So we've got our top 10, and that is rocking and rolling, but we also have 15 players who are on the bubble, who could play themselves right into the top 10. Just give me a couple who we're going to talk about.
A couple of them. One would be Maggie Murphy out of Mercy High School. There's another girl that's just killing it right now, Kylie Lewandowski from Ypsi Lincoln. And I also want to touch base on a freshman. I told you about a freshman, Lily Valamont.
We are also going to get you updated a little bit with how some of our top 10 candidates are doing right now. We want to give you a shout out on the voting so far. We filmed this segment on Wednesdays, over 5,600 votes in less than a 7-day period. So again, it's exploding right now, and a big shout out really to the Brooke Nadolny Lance Cruz family, because you guys are killing it on the vote. So go to our website, statechampsnetwork.com, check out the Total Softball Player of the Year discussion, and of course, vote and vote off.
It's hard for young people to get financed, and Michigan Legacy helped me get my first auto loan. For that, I'm forever grateful, and I love this credit union.
At Michigan Legacy Credit Union, students are eligible to get a car loan without a cosigner. We are offering car loans to members who are 18 years or older and have not established credit yet. If you have a job, Michigan Legacy Credit Union can provide a car loan you can afford, allowing you to make your first big purchase. Go to MichiganLegacyCU.org to learn more. Start your financial future with Michigan Legacy Credit Union.
The ones who wake up every morning ready to take on the world. The ones who push their limits to be better than the rest. You're looking to join a team of leaders who want to be challenged. You want to be pushed to your limits. You value freedom and think you have what it takes. The ones with speed, strength, intellect, and determination. Michigan Army National Guard. We see you.
I'm on the Blue Devil football team, and that's a great place to be, because other colleges wouldn't let me be both a football player and a nursing student. And just because I'm a dog on the field doesn't mean I can't take care of people. And man, do I love people. The small class size at LTU give me awesome access to my nursing professors. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's. Dough Raiser. Your team or school can sell paper pizza certificates that can be redeemed for one medium pizza at participating locations.
This fundraiser has been awesome for our squad. We've made a lot of money, very easy to do, it's very quick to do, and it's very effective.
Go to doughraiser.com to learn more and sign up. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
Welcome back to State Champs. Now, in the news. Classifications for Michigan High School Athletic Association postseason tourneys for the next year have been announced. Effective next fall, schools with 863 or more students, Class A. The enrollment limits for Class B, 395 to 862. Class C, 189 to 394. And schools with students 188 and fewer, Class D. The break between A and B dropped 22 students, B and C dropped 3, and the break between C and D is 5 fewer than the current school year. The new classifications will see 17 schools move up, while 12 will move down. For more information, go to MHSAA.com. Let's get into some basketball recruiting news. The celebrated senior from UD Jesuit, Jalen Thomas, was all set to go to the University of Massachusetts, but on Wednesday night, he announced on Twitter he is decommitting from the Minutemen, opening up his recruiting. The 6'10 senior averaged 12 points and 10 rebounds a game this season, helping the Cubs to the D1 state title game. With the announcement of Nate Oates becoming the new men's basketball coach at the University of Alabama, we wanted to remind you that Nate spent his high school basketball coaching career in the Detroit metro area at Romulus High School. Oates coached the Eagles from 2002 to 2013, leading them to the Class A Final Four 5 times and winning the title in 2013. Nate went on to the University of Buffalo as an assistant before taking over as the head man the last 4 seasons. He has guided the Bulls to 3 NCAA tournament appearances. We wish the best for Nate and his family at Alabama. And finally, congratulations to new Lothrop baseball coach Ben Almasy, who recently won his 500th game. In 17 seasons, he's also coached at Flint Hamady and Mount Morris. In 2016, he guided the Hornets to the Division III state finals. That's in the news.
I'm Sean Beligian, and we've got a Macomb area crossover in boys lacrosse up next as Macomb, Dakota went on the road to take on the Tars from Anchor Bay. We picked things up in the first period. Anchor Bay in white trailing 2-0, but they would get one right here when Evan Schock gets a pass from Evan Cloninger and fires a wrister in to get the Tars on the board. Back comes Dakota in the second. Check out Anthony Toko, who turns and slings one in with a nifty sidearm shot. That's a Clip of the Week nominee for sure. Cougars up now 4-2. Move things up to the fourth quarter now. Cougars up 6-2. Toko set things up by passing it over to Robbie Dameron, who decides to play a little tic-tac-toe with Ethan Julin, who puts it in the back of the net to give Dakota a 7-2 lead. The Tars would make things interesting as they would cut the Cougars' lead. Tyler Harrison takes the pass and reverses the field, takes his shot short side on the bounce to put the Tars within 1 at 7-6 with 5 minutes left in the game. Anchor Bay gets possession, 40 seconds remaining, looking to tie this one up. Schock passes it over to Cloninger, whose shot goes just wide of the net. Macomb, Dakota hangs on to beat Anchor Bay 7-6 your final. And we go back to baseball in the Lakes Valley Conference. It was the Battle of Walled Lake as Central takes on Western. Walled Lake Central looking to go 4-0 on the season, and they would get on the board in the second. Calvin Bailoff comes through with the Texas Leaguer to right, and that would get Dylan Mist to come around to score. Vikings up 1-0. Western, in search of its first win of the 2019 season, would respond in the third. Eric Kopersky smacks it to left with a base hit, scoring Tyler Heber, and we are all tied up at 1 after 3 innings of play. The Warriors would take the lead in the fifth with a runner on third. Aiden Jennings would ground into the fielder's choice. That would cross Jacob George at the dish. Western up 2-1. We move to the top of the seventh. Game tied at 2. Central has the bases loaded, and it would be missed with the sac fly to right. Stephen Lacrosse would tag from third. He beats the throw to the plate. Central goes on to beat their rivals from Western 3-2 your final.
Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Technological University. LTU offers several degree programs that cater towards your interests. In joining Blue Devil Motorsports, students gain valuable career-enhancing experience in competitions that challenge them to tackle real-world design and engineering challenges. Any student at LTU can join one of the teams associated with Blue Devil Motorsports. Students recently unveiled their 2019 models they've been working on all year.
Today we have our Blue Devil Motorsports unveiling. It is the day where all of the teams have to be running their vehicles in order to pass. And it's basically a send-off so everyone can come and see, and all the sponsors can come and see all the vehicles that have been developed over the past year.
Baja SAE allows engineering students to design and build an off-road vehicle that will survive rough terrain. When students collaborate together, they build a better product, problem solve, and represent Lawrence Tech on an international stage. Blue Devil Motorsports, just another of the fantastic programs offered to Lawrence Technological University students. Your college decision is one of the biggest you'll ever make. You owe it to yourself to consider Lawrence Tech. Begin at ltu.edu right now.
This is a shout out to all of our robotics fans out there. The biggest robotics event in the world is back in Detroit in just a few short weeks. It's the first Championship Detroit, and RoboZone will be there all over it. The best teams in the world gather to see who will be this year's Destination Deep Space Nine champions. And we've got a very special half-hour edition of RoboZone coming to you Sunday, May 5th at 8:30 a.m. here on Fox Sports Detroit and right before State Champs. This is a must-see for anyone interested in all the amazing things happening in robotics. State Champs RoboZone has expanded its coverage of competitive robotics, and this season was a huge eye-opener to everything happening around the Great Lakes. The RoboZone crew were in Ohio this weekend covering the National Robotics Challenge. We have got tons of content which can be found on our website, robozonetv.com, and on our RoboZone Show Twitter, YouTube, and IGTV page. A girls lacrosse main event between Rockford and East Grand Rapids is next on State Champs.
Southfield truly is the ideal place to live, work, and play.
Well, it's a very exciting time in the city of Southfield. Great neighborhoods, great city services, and Fortune 500 companies. Southfield has something for everyone.
Recognized as Michigan's premier business address, home to world-class educational institutions, voted one of the nation's most livable metro area suburbs.
Southfield is the center of it all.
Are you stuck in your job? Getting frustrated playing the waiting game for the next opportunity to advance your career? Let Blue Chip Talent help. As an award-winning talent acquisition company, our specialty is matching candidates with careers in IT and engineering. At Blue Chip Talent, we take a laser-focused approach to reaching your career goals. We have access to jobs you won't find anywhere else to help advance your career faster and easier. Plus, we take care of you. Employees receive industry-leading benefits and competitive perks. Don't waste another minute worrying because we are ridiculously good at advancing careers.
Welcome to Hungry Howie's.
We ordered one of the new stuffed flavored crust pizzas. Sorry, when my stomach talks, I always listen. Of course I'll share it with you. Do not use that language with me.
Flavor starts here with fresh dough made daily and 100% real mozzarella cheese. Order a large 2-topping pizza for just $7.99 and make it a stuffed flavored crust for only $2 more.
Hungry
Howie's!
Welcome back to State Champs. Between these next two girls lacrosse programs, 12 state championships. And that's just since the sport was sanctioned by the MHSAA in 2005. Both reside on the west side of the state. I'm talking about Rockford and East Grand Rapids. Anytime these two get together, you know it's gonna be good. This week's main event.
Let's do this. One of the best girls lacrosse rivalries in the state, bar none. East Grand Rapids and Rockford went at it on Wednesday night. If you didn't know it, you know now. Rockford has won the last 6 Division I state championships. Good start. The junior Hannah Heron heaves it home. Rams out to a 2-0 lead. Between 2012 and 2016, East Grand Rapids won 5 straight Division II titles. Mary Schumar scores here unassisted. This helped the Pioneers tie the game at 3. The second half would be a wild one, including our sometimes ridiculous Michigan weather as the snow started to fall. Heron over to McKenna Reinhardt, the senior delivers. Rodford took a 10-9 lead. The Pioneers pressing in the late stages of the game. Aubrey Whiteside waiting patiently, sees Schumar, and she notches the game-tying goal. We went into overtime, locked at 10. Rams now with a 12-11 advantage. EGR comes through again. Schumar sends to Whiteside, who gets the goal just as time expires. Goodness gracious, we were going to a second overtime. Rams wrapped it up here. The sophomore Katie Rodriguez helps Rockford beat their rivals in a thriller, 13-12 the final.
I think our team did a really good job on keeping each other encouraged, because I know when we go down it's easy to think at the score, but we have plenty of time and every single goal counted throughout the night. It's not just the last one, it's every single goal. So our team did amazing and I'm really proud of them.
Time now for the Great Clips Clip of the Week, and we go back to boys lacrosse and that beauty of a one-handed sidearm goal by Anthony Toko from Macomb, Dakota. That was impressive. Clip of the Week is presented by Great Clips. It's going to be great.
Thank you for watching this week. We've got all the spring sports covered from now through the state finals in June.
And that's what State Champs is all about, bringing you great high school sports highlights for 16 years. You know we love what we do, and that is why we ask you to follow and share all of our content on social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Engage with us and let's celebrate high school sports every day.
We're going to take our own spring break, and we'll be back on Sunday, April 28th, right here on Fox Sports Detroit. Lauren, are you ready for round 3?
Oh, you betcha. That is ridiculous. That you knew that you were going to go paper on that.
State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Michigan Legacy Credit Union. Building, preserving, sharing your legacy. And Sneth Camp Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Serving Metro Detroit since 1926.